You got a line there for the skeg and a pulley.
And you can see it right there. I don't know if they can see that or not.
Your whole wiring kit. You just move that out of the way. What are you working on here? You've made, this is what, the main power cable for?
This is going to be your wiring harness.
Okay.
Our 4 different power sources.
Right.
And it's all going to come down to one battery. And the beauty part about it is that it's plug and play. I mean, you can put your connectors on here and then attach all your a distribution hub, a unit, another unit, live scope, NEMA. It's all the same.
Same. So we're not losing any.
Not losing any power. Humminbird forward facing. This baby is going to slide right on here like that.
You said this is one objective?
That is one objective.
One objective made this 360 Humminbird 360 mount. All right, so this is sort of the unnerving part, that we have got to chop this fiberglass from there to there, but to chop it, I gotta make sure I don't nick any of these, so it's gonna be tricky. One graph, we have forward-facing sonar and 360, and there's another transducer for side imaging down there.
So yeah, so you got 360. If you wanted to, you have Mega 360. So, but you can run Mega and 360 off the same screen.
Right.
You've got plenty of voltage to run it. We cleaned it up through here. You use the Yak Attack XLs. We have 360 right here. We have side scan right here. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Let me get swept up.
Come on, man. We're gonna show what's real. I'm 11 hour drive from home. Why am I here at Dugout in Marietta, Georgia? We're rigging my Pro Angler 14 360. I brought it to Jamie because Jamie does some things in particular with electronics that I know I can't do. I've done some good electronic rigging, but not like what he does. And we're rigging Humminbird 360 Mega, their forward-facing sonar. We're putting everything on this boat, so it's going to be it's basically going to be my ramp rig. You know, the boat, whether I'm striper fishing on the bay or reservoir fishing on, you know, reservoirs in Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania. I want that 360 drive. I know because a lot of the guys that I do the reservoir fishing with in the John boats, their eyes are on that unit more than anything else. And Jamie's got his shop clean now. He can tell us about.
Yeah, we're getting cleaned up from yesterday. And there's Craig.
Craig thinks I got a snake in my hand. He doesn't want to get bit.
Epoxy for that one boat.
I'm gonna step out and we're gonna show parts. So I got the Solix 12 here. That's gonna be up here. I've already figured out something with the Boondocks, the console here on the angled risers, so that when I load it in the truck, it won't stick up, because we're gonna have some other things going on with this truck that we'll show you later. But I wanted to be able to quick release these off with all these different Kayak Attack parts. I got dual lock and load bases that this is gonna sit on, and yeah, I'll let you look at that and see how I pieced that together. 2 lock and load bases, these little arms that extend up to the Mighty Mount 90s, and then put that on there. This is the main piece of equipment that is what we're gonna do. He's actually got one rigged out in his yard. Maybe we'll take a look at that real quick. Alright, so showed me this earlier. That's a different kind of mount than what I'm gonna do, but obviously we are going to need to chop this long thing, and we'll figure out how I'm gonna mount it. It won't be that. I'll just say that's interesting. I think my approach is going to be a little more simple, so can't wait to see what this does. I will have forward-facing sonar capability, so that'll be a different setup there. What are you thinking? Let's start with our parts. All right, we got this 360 pole, which is massively long. You said you've chopped them in the past.
Yeah, we're going to chop that.
All right, we got the Solix, which I already kind of showed the mount, and then the Mega Live, which I do have somewhere. I brought in the Fisher for that, the Fisher mount. So, and then I got, that's a 54 amp hour, and you like to build them up in the black.
Yeah, I like
pack.
I like the black pack.
So I brought that. That's a 1616. And I don't know, they're just other tools and parts.
Jeff Little stuff.
Yeah.
That's other Jeff Little stuff.
Pretty much. What do we start with?
I think we're going to mount the graph first, and then mount the do the Mega Live, and then we'll do the 360. We'll do some special stuff with the 360 afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
And that's just,
Clean that up.
that's a Helix 10, you know.
Yeah.
We got a transducer that's in the Guardian.
It can't work on the.
It won't work?
No.
Crap. Well, I didn't get the other one.
It's got a different. It's got a different plug.
All right.
Solix.
I guess I'll take that out and run without.
Do you have the Solix transducer?
No. I thought it would work with that. Honestly, I ran out of money.
I got it. How do you want to mount? You want your graph on the same mechanism you have?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work.
You want to be able to take it on or not?
I do.
All right.
Because I'm gonna stack the kayaks
Yeah.
in the bed, and this one's gonna be on the bottom, and I need to be able to pull that off. Tell me what you're doing with the black pack.
This one's going to be, we're going to make it into a battery box,
Okay.
And this is where we're going to strap the battery in, so if you do happen to turn over at some point, the battery won't come flying out.
Okay.
And then we'll strap the black pack in the boat, so it's just all self.
Cool.
It's easy to flip it back over instead of having stuff hanging off the boat. And then we'll use a cam strap around it, and we'll cam the black pack to the boat.
Well, Jamie's working on the battery box and those electrical connections. I'm putting the regular transducer in on the what do we call it? The Guardian transducer mount?
Yeah, the Guardian plate.
Yeah, the Guardian plate. We'll run this plug forward. How do you like it to come up behind it? Does it come up through that firewall at the front? This wall? Oh, we're coming in through the rod.
No, we're coming in right through here. It's going to come up through here. You still have clearance right here for your rods.
Okay.
If you choose to use them, we'll run along here.
All right, we'll show that here in a minute. All right, so I got my transducer on there in the Guardian, and I've tested it, and it's doing what it needs to do. But you got a step down bit. You know that's the sweet spot.
This is the sweet spot.
Jamie was saying you can't go too far without feeling in there for. You got a line there for the skeg and a pulley.
And you can see it right there. I don't know if they can see that or not.
No, there's a. Yeah, I see that line.
So then you go up in here and you bring it down.
You just move that with your fingers. That's gonna let us put a through-hole wiring kit. And you just move that out of the way.
There's one on the other side too, so if you had 2 units and you would need more, it's the same way, except this one's the skeg, or the rudder. This is the rudder.
Well, you were doing the skeg on the other side.
Yeah, skeg on this side, rudder on this side.
All right, so I'll get a Yak Attack through-hole wiring kit and run this plug up through the inside and out. All right, give me an update. What are you working on here? You've made. This is what the main power cable for.
This is going to be your wiring harness.
Okay.
Kayaks only. You're going to get the right voltage that you need to run 4 screens or 4 different power sources.
Right.
And it's all going to come down to one battery. And there's a lot of people that will debate this, but I can argue it all day long with the voltage, and we'll show that here in just a second.
So we've used the step down bit here to make this hole here. I actually went in with the Dremel as well to clean it out, and this tool. So we got a plug that's going to go in there. That'll be on that cable.
50, 75 bucks. we'll call it 13.59.
Right. You just testing, I guess, your wiring job to make sure that everything from one end of this to the other is good. And it's 13.54. So
we're going to check every one of them just to make sure.
So the idea is there's very little loss, even with a long.
So they're all hitting at 13.54,
right?
And that could be.
It's matching. It's all coming through.
So it's, yeah, so it's, and the debate's going to be, you know, well, but you can only power to power.
Right.
So it's, and most, if you had a 16-volt battery, it would match up the same because I mean, the harness is the way it is.
All right, the harness, all done together. You sell these independently?
Yeah.
So you can ship that to someone.
Yeah, and the beauty part about it is that it's plug and play. I mean, you can put your connectors on here and then attach all your whatever you're going to attach to, whether if it's a Humminbird or a Garmin, or you've got 4 to, you know, we did 4 on this one. We normally do them with 5. A distribution hub, a unit, another unit, live scope, NEMA. It's all the same. So we're going to run this through.
There's hook people and there's tape people. Amy's tape people. Tape's good because you don't hook things you don't mean to hook.
That's
right.
I've been there and done that. Now what we'll do is set your battery box. So if you wanted to take your battery out, you can still take your battery out because this box is going to be strapped in the boat. Then the battery strapped down, and if you had a charger, you can hook your charger with an Anderson and then just charge it at the house, or you know. So you have connect here, connection here. That this can come off, and this is your lifeline. XL 1281.
Same. So we're not losing any.
Not losing any power. Plug is great. You know, you can plug this thing like this, but better is the gasket. Nice. Flush mount right there.
Alright, well, we got power. You own the same unit?
I do, I love it.
Solix 12.
Humminbird forward facing. This baby is going to slide right on here like that.
Jamie, how many of these things have you set up in the past?
The Fisher mount, we've probably done, I don't know, 600-700.
Yeah.
It's crazy numbers.
We gotta move that one up a little bit. I don't think it's quite clearing that. We'll scoot that up.
We'll scoot it up a little bit.
Yeah. Tell me what you're working on there.
So we're fixing to put your power and your sonar to the unit, to the Solix.
Okay.
We're gonna
You got a big old hole right there.
Yeah, a nice one. We're gonna run this stuff through there, and then Humminbird gives you a disconnect, so we'll leave these out hanging if you want to, or we can go ahead and submerge them in there, and it stays in there the whole time. It's kind of up to Jeff on this one.
What'd you do on yours?
I like mine. I don't ever. I'm a live scope guy, so I never let it. I don't go fishing without it.
Okay. So the other thing that we've been looking at, and Jamie had one. You said this is one objective?
That is one objective.
One objective made this 360 Humminbird 360 mount, and we're going to give that a shot. Basically, you can pull the pin, and it goes from the sort of the stowed function to, I'll go ahead and show you. It's stiff to deployed, and then that pin locks it into place like that. All right, so this is sort of the unnerving part, that we have got to chop this fiberglass, and I've measured basically where this mount is going to sit here on top of the, let me show you. We got the Yak Attack dual lock adapters. We're going to have two of those that this is going to, this one objective mount is going to sit on top of, and the, you know, the 360 is going to be right there. To get it to the right depth, I think I marked at 26 inches. So I got to go 26 inches from there to there, but to chop it, I got to make sure I don't nick any of these. So it's going to be tricky. I think Jamie was saying you run it down the length of this, and then you cut all the way around. So yeah, gonna do some interesting Dremel work here.
Quarter of an inch longer.
All right, that was unnerving.
Inside.
I cut the length of this, and then I cut around here at 26 inches. Now we're just sticking a screwdriver in there,
Jeff will bring this back
and then pulling these wires out. I think I only nicked it in one spot, and I don't think I can see copper coming through there. So I think we're good. I think we've successfully chopped it. It's been all day rigging.
All day. That's what we do. All day.
It's a cool rig for sure.
It really is. Yeah, I agree.
So, one graph. We have forward-facing sonar and 360, and there's another transducer for side imaging down there. We've learned that I can either run the 360 or the regular plug. So we've got them. You know, we don't have the splitter yet, and I don't know that I necessarily need it because I got the 360 to bass fish, and my striper fishing side imaging. So it's one or the other. Just two different styles of fishing for sure. So, someone didn't want to be in a video.
I want to interrupt what y'all got going on.
It's all right. So, yeah, I mean, you get the battery set up here. We actually killed my battery because I didn't have it all the way charged, and he's stuck his other ones just so we could have some visuals here.
So yeah, so you got 360. If you wanted to, you have Mega 360, and then if you wanted to go to your 3-in-1, you just
swap that out.
Swap that out.
Yep.
Go Kayak go. So I mean, you can run Mega and 360 off the same screen.
Right.
You've got plenty of voltage to run it. We cleaned it up through here. You use the Kayak XLs. We have 360 right here. We have side scan right here, and a lot of holes, a lot of big holes in this boat, but through holes will keep it clean and dry.
This one objective mount for the 360 that just kind of swings up and the pin goes in. I think you missed it. It's stiff for now. I think I got to work in it a little bit, but
yeah,
that's how it's gonna go. And all of these connections. So if I want to take this out, I can unplug it there.
Yeah, you unplug it here, kill all your power, and then if you wanted to take the battery out, you can just boom and charge it.
Right.
And if you're worried about flipping, able to be strapped in.
Yep. Got it.
Plug it back in. Boom. Boom. And you've got, there's the famous bird there.
There's the bird. Cool. Jamie, you're awesome at this. If people want to get stuff rigged, how do they get in touch with you?
Just call.
Okay.
Just call. Kayak rigging. That's what we do.
Cool.
And sell boats. Lots of them.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Can't wait to get this out.